Another week, another wave of leaks and awesome reveals, but before we dive in, let's start with the good news. Free stuff. The LEGO Batman Twitter account dropped this image of a comic. You'll be able to pick this up free of charge on Free Comic Book Day, which is the 2nd of May. The comic book tie-in cover is a recreation of Batman Hush, and if you know your comic history, you know just how iconic Jim Lee's original artwork is. Be sure to mark your calendars and check in with your friendly neighbourhood comic book shop to see if it's available. Thanks to Light, we've gotten a substantial look at a wide array of upcoming sets, and first on the list is Ninjago. Just look at these mechs, they are absolutely stunning. The design work on both of them is impressive, even though there are a few stickers present. The set includes 3 minifigures, Kai, Nia, and a purple Oni character with a new mask design whose name currently escapes me. Perhaps more interesting is some of the additional shots. We can see alternate versions of Kai featuring a new hood piece with a side sword scabbard accessory. Nia has got the similar treatment, although she comes with a notable change in blonde hair paired with a hooded element. I'm starting to wonder if we're going to see more of this hood hair combo for the rest of the ninjas at some point. More images can't come soon enough. Moving on, Light has also given us our first proper look at the upcoming One Piece sets. The first is a compact build centered around the new Chopper minifigure alongside Dr. Hiryok. It's a small set but packed with detail and has a lot of charm to it. Then there's the Giants of Little Garden. They're decent enough builds, at least the faces are printed rather than stickered, and the minifigure selection included in this set is quite solid. The showdown with Captain Smoker looks decent. It features 2 small buildings, a fruit stall and Smoker's bike. As far as I can tell, all the minifigures appear to be unique to this set. There are a handful of stickered elements scattered throughout, but overall, the design looks good. The weakest entry in the wave is the brick-built Chopper. It's not a bad set by any stretch, and it's turned out better than many might have anticipated. It's unlikely to impress everyone. Battle at Drum Castle, unsurprisingly, looks very much like a castle. It features an unfolding mechanism that creates an open courtyard effect, and the interior is laid out in a dollhouse kind of arrangement, with rooms divided into distinct sections. The minifigure selection here is again also quite strong. Saving the best for last is Garp's Marine Battleship. It looks awesome, and for anyone concerned, this is a complete ship, not a half build. It comes with fabric sails, some solid interior detailing, and a strong minifigure lineup. The team has done a brilliant job translating the live action design faithfully into brick form. Elsewhere, thanks to Chief Wiggum, we now know that the Godzilla set will be going on sale on Black Friday, which is 27th of November, if you've forgotten. It's also rumoured to include a gift with purchase, said to be a Godzilla footprint featuring a printed 1x1 Mothra tile. And finally, for fans of upscaled minifigures, 3 more have been confirmed. Mrs. Claus, a Pokémon trainer, though whether this is Ash, Red or Blue remains unknown, and Spider-Punk, though a release date for that one has yet to be announced. Thanks to Unibricks, we got our first look at LEGO Ninjago set 71868, Wildfire's Transforming Dragon Mech. This set will have 821 pieces and should be coming out in June. I kinda like the way this looks, and I'm looking forward to seeing some decent images for it. Thanks to Carter Bricks, we've got our first blurry look at set 75453, The Mandalorian and Grogu Sandcrawler. This is apparently coming out in August, and unfortunately the image was taken down a few hours later. I guess LEGO caught wind of it and kinda sent out the banhammer. But essentially, it's a grey version of the Star Wars Sandcrawler that we all know and love, with a few extra bits and bobs thrown in for good measure. Pete Price has given us our first look at Speed Champion set 77262, Ken Block's 1965 Ford Mustang Hoonicorn. This will be out on the 1st of June. Thanks to LEGO, we've got our first sneaky look at Disney set 43304. Originally believed to be called Toy Story Wild West, it seems someone forgot to crop the images in the Slinky Dog promotional shots, and thanks to Unibricks, we now know this is actually a Toy Story 5 set called Blaze's Farmhouse. We still don't have a price or piece count, but judging by the number of moulded elements, it's safe to assume this one won't be cheap. From the image, the set includes a wide range of moulded farm animals and a full farmyard layout. Alongside the Jessie and Woody minifigures, the real highlight is the long-awaited return of Bullseye in minifigure form, finally. And thanks to Light, we managed to get a blurry look at LEGO Friends set 42697, the Creative Dollhouse Suitcase. This set is a dollhouse built into a portable suitcase, which I honestly think is a genuinely clever concept, and the finished product has some real charm to it. But with 355 pieces and a retail price of $50, that price point is going to raise some eyebrows. It's a cute idea, but a steep ask. On to the official reveals, and Slinky Dog has finally arrived. The Slinky Dog bookend set arrives on the 1st of May at $150 with 1,311 pieces. The Slinky Dog minifigure itself is excellent, complete with a gorgeous moulded head. The large-scale Slinky Dog build, however, is not as great unfortunately. Head-on, certain angles are genuinely unflattering. Viewed from any other angle, however, the build improves considerably. The coil body is handled well, the eyebrow construction using sausage pieces is a clever touch, the cloth ears are a brilliant choice, and the tail is close to perfect. There's some posability at the front and back legs, along with the feet, which is a welcome bonus, and the books can be detached entirely for a standalone display. At $150, the looming present of stickers on the book spines, rather than using prints, is generally disappointing, and the Woody figure is also a step backwards. After a brief return to using dual molded legs, LEGO has returned to using standard minifigure legs. In a premium set, it's the kind of corner cutting that frustrates longtime fans, and for good reason. Overall, I think this is an okay set, but I think it is definitely one of the weaker LEGO bookends. The $40 Lotso buildable figure marks LEGO's first LEGO Lotso since 2010 in the Toy Story 3 sets. Once built, it has an adjustable eyebrow feature with rounding arms capturing the plush toy aesthetic well, and the cane is a nice touch, though the absence of a Lotso minifigure, however, is quite a puzzling omission. Then we have the $60 Alien Pizza Planet rocket ride with 714 pieces. This is probably the most interesting of the three. The rocket ride itself is well constructed with a mechanical element that moves the ship. You've got the Pizza Planet branding, a Sid Was Here sticker as a neat little Easter egg, and there's even a pizza slice accessory for the alien to chew on. The buildable alien is solid, the body proportions are accurate to the film, and the torso collar is well built, as are the posable arms, which work as intended. But the eyes I feel are slightly oversized for the face, pushing this design into slightly Chillaby territory. And again, the absence of an alien minifigure is difficult to justify at this price. Also, if we're going to have a Pizza Planet themed set, why not the Pizza Planet truck? That seems like an easy win, unless of course we're getting a Speed Champions version at some point. Next up, let's talk about the newly revealed May CMF series. I really like it. It's a good generic CMF series. Not Dungeons and Dragons good, but still pretty close. The best part is the long-awaited return of LEGO Bionicle. Look, the name says it all. The Bionicle cosplayer is a minifig paying tribute to one of LEGO's most beloved and probably most significant themes. The execution is impressive. We've got dual molded legs, a newly molded masterpiece that captures the core Bionicle aesthetic, and a torso print that translates the classic robotic armored look remarkably well into standard minifig proportions. The included canister accessory even replicates the original Bionicle packaging. It's a nice detail that provides some much needed fan service to longtime fans, while remaining accessible to newcomers. This is easily one of the best CMF entries we've had in years. The series doesn't stop there with its theme callbacks. The figure listed as the Ronin is by all accounts an older version of Lloyd from Ninjago, though the cheekbone detailing on the face print is a clear sign that this isn't the Lloyd that we know from the current Ninjago timeline. Whether this is hinting at things to come in the main Ninjago series, or maybe a Legends storyline, remains to be seen, but the figure itself is exceptional. There's a dual molded hood-hair combination, which is a completely new piece. His dark green colour scheme is back, which I think we last saw in the Hands of Time, and the arm printing on both sides adds a level of detail you simply don't get in a standard LEGO set. The accessories are a katana and shuriken, iconic if somewhat unremarkable, but the minifigure more than carries itself. The trash monster is simply awesome. It's got bugs crawling across it with this lime green colour scheme. We've got a brand new fish skeleton mould. It does use the same base as the Slime Singer minifigure, but I love all the printing over this character. It has such awesome detailing, and I know people are going to be holding out hope that one day this might be a Clayface mould, but honestly, the chances are low. Not zero, but low. Next we have the cute witch. Purple and whimsical is the best way I can describe her, with what I think is a new hat-hair combo. The outfit features a bluish lavender torso colour, and I love the cat pattern socks. There's also the cat accessory included with this minifigure that uses a new sit-in mold. The tuba player brings some of that retro Fabuland energy with a new tuba piece. There's not much more to say about this one. It's got a nice colourful marching band outfit that has some decent detailing on it. The marine biologist is possibly the best diver figure the CMF line has ever produced. We've got some nice colours throughout the minifigure, and it's paired with a new scuba mask. Along with this minifigure, it has a little printed clownfish and a sea enemy accessory. The cyborg dinosaur makes clever use of the previous T-Rex fan design with some silver detailing and print work that could possibly pair quite well with an Ultron head. The design on the torso is clean, and we've got some great leg printing, and I love that underneath the headpiece we have this little mechanical More mouth design. It's good, I like it. The chocolatier is pleasant enough, but somewhat unremarkable in this CMF wave. It comes with a recolored dragon sculpture, which I think was repurposed from the Dungeons and Dragon theme. It's a nice minifigure, but probably one of the weaker minifigures in this lineup. The Boba mascot figure has this pretty awesome translucent pink costume with Boba printed across the front. Sadly, it comes with a cherry accessory instead of the Boba cup, which I think we've only seen in the Shark Army General from the Lego Ninjago movie CMF. It's a small but irritating oversight on an otherwise charming figure. The goalkeeper features a brand new Lego football element along with a very detailed and vibrant goalkeeper kit printed on the figure's torso and legs. It also appears to use the Monkey D. Luffy hairpiece, so it's nice to see that unshackled from the One Piece sets. I think this will pair quite nicely with some of the upcoming Lego edition sets. Lastly, the Elf Unicorn Maiden. This figure has different shades of green throughout its design, with some silver leaf detailing and a hair tiara combination with matching silver detailing, which, correct me if I'm wrong, seems very similar to the one used in Wonder Woman. The accessory with this minifigure is a white unicorn with a translucent horn. And I totally didn't forget about the Monster Hunter. Nope, never. I love that new gunblade element. The minifigure is giving me a bit of Steam and Diesel Punk vibes, and I love the printing, love the figure, didn't forget about it. Anyway, next up we've got another look at the LEGO Editions football sets. They are all up for pre-order on lego.com. Now, I know these aren't everyone's cup of tea, but credit where credit is due, the stylized brick-built figures have something of a real charm to them, and football fans are probably going to love these. What's more interesting are the new face molds appearing across these sets. These could be remarkable versatile pieces with clear potential for future buildable figures, and they carry a certain bionicle energy, which is painful to admit. There are two small display models based on the FIFA World Cup 2026 logo and the US national team shirt. I think this smaller version of the World Cup looks better than the other one they released a few months ago. Elsewhere in the wonderful world of LEGO, when it was first announced that LEGO had Fury swiped away the Pokémon license from Mega Bloks, a contest based specifically on the Pokémon trading card game wasn't exactly on my bingo card. LEGO Ideas has announced a global building challenge inviting fans to create their own brick-built Pokémon card. With the grand prize, the winner will be able to see their design turned into an official LEGO set. Entries must feature one of the Pokémon chosen from LEGO's curated list of fan favourites. No shiny or regional variants are eligible unless it's already been included on the list. The build must take the form of a card with a frame showcasing your chosen Pokemon. It can burst through the frame or use it as a backdrop or something else entirely. The Pokemon's face must be clearly visible in the upper half of the card, and builds must be between 400 to 2,500 pieces. No minifigures are permitted, and the card must be an original full art design, so you cannot use an existing Pokemon card and use that as your design. The eligible Pokemon include, and I will mispronounce quite a lot of these, as although I have played Pokemon from Pokemon Red, I very rarely say any of these Pokemon names out loud, so forgive me, Arceus. We have the Alolan Executor, Arceus, Cruel Edge, Chandelure, Dratkai, Dragonite, Garchomp, Guadua, Gengar, Giganta, Origin Form, Greninja, Gyarados, Holacha, Jigglypuff, Joltik, Lucario, Luxray, Machamp, Meowth, Metagross, Mew, Mewtwo, Ninetales, Rowlet, Tinkertink, Torterra, Toxicity, Tranitar, Wailord, and Zorak. That's quite a curious mix. Some are obvious fan favourites, others are more of a head scratcher, although I guess any Pokemon can be someone's favourite. And notably, there is some overlap with the rumoured Smart Brick sets apparently due this summer, including that Gengar and Mewtwo set and the brick-built Arcanine. The submission deadline for this contest is the 6th of May 2026 at 6 o'clock, with the fan vote scheduled for the 28th of May till the 11th of June 2026, which will feature the top 5 builds. The runners-up selected for the fan vote but not the grand prize will receive the following LEGO sets: Eevee, Pikachu and Pokeball, the minifigure vending machine, Lovebirds, and the Orange Cat, which is quite an array of sets to win. The Pokemon card game has always been home to some of the most visually stunning card art in tabletop gaming. Seeing that translated into brick form by the LEGO mod community is going to be something worth watching. LEGO has quietly added a LEGO Botanicals collection mug to the Insider's reward catalogue. This will be available from the 1st of May for 1,000 loyalty points, featuring an exclusive sketch of botanical flowers across its surface, a small but lovely addition to the rewards catalogue. And we got our first look at the LEGO Ninjago Dragon Powers book. This comes with a Dragon J minifigure and katana sword. This will be available from the 30th of April, priced at $10, which is a cheaper way to pick up this version of J if you haven't done so already. And finally, this one may have slipped under the radar. DK Publishing is releasing the LEGO Disney Character Guide on the 4th of June 2026, priced at $21. The 160-page reference guide covers the full history of the LEGO Disney minifigures and will include a collectible minifigure of Jessie from Toy Story 2. For collectors, and Disney fans alike, that's a compelling reason to pick it up. And with that, we've got to the end of the video. We've got a contest that could redefine fan collaboration, a bookend that's a bit of a letdown, and a free Batman comic for anyone willing to make the trip to their local shop. Not a bad 7 days if I'm honest. But before we go, are you planning to enter that Pokemon card game challenge? And if so, which Pokemon are you building? My money's on Gengar. Let me know in the comments down below, and as always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a most wonderful day. Bye.